Hey water protectors, it is February 1st. So I wanted to share about an experience that happened to me yesterday. A friend of mine showed me the music video that Nako made called Love Letters to God, which is a really beautiful song. And most of the video is footage from October 27th, the day of the North Camp raid, and November 20th, the night of the water hoses on the bridge. And I really hadn't watched any videos from my time there on purpose, and it brought up a lot for me. It really made me feel shaken. It made me I noticed my physiological body changed. I felt really hot. I was like sweating. I was a little bit shaky. My mood really kind of dropped. I felt really off. I felt kind of like in a dark cloud, and I also felt really displaced and kind of disoriented being far away from there. And it also made me realize how much I still have to process and how much healing I still have to do. What happened though was really sweet is there's actually a couple people here where I'm at now that there are other water protectors that were at Standing Rock, and so that's been helpful just to be able to kind of decompress talking to them. So I really suggest that other people as well go and reach out to other people that they met at Standing Rock or just from online that were there and kind of debrief and have a conversation about it. But so a friend of mine suggested that we just come and sit, on this bench where we could see the mountain. It was really beautiful. And I began to feel the tears coming, and when I was at Standing Rock, I really didn't cry. It wasn't until my last week there that I began feeling that emotion coming through. And so I began to let the tears come, and I was noticing what we sometimes call flooding, which is that all these images, all these memories, all these moments were coming through my mind as I sat there with my eyes closed. Like all these experiences I had at Standing Rock were just flickering through my mind. And I began to let the tears flow and just feel it, and just know that it was okay to feel it, and that it's okay to experience the intensity and the sorrow and the pain of what happened there in some situations. And right as that happened, it began to rain. And I was on pretty high up on a mountain, and the rain was just coming down, and it's dry season here. It's not supposed to rain, and it rained and it rained, and it just felt so good on my skin, and I was so grateful. And I really experienced that as a message from Great Spirit, just reminding us that it's okay to let those emotions flow, that she's always there for us, that water being what we stand for, and it was just so clearing and so cleansing. And I went from this kind of heavy place into this really beautiful place of gratitude and appreciation. So I wanted to share that, and also share, that it's normal to continue to be triggered. It really hasn't been very long. And it also reminded me the importance of facing what was happened there. I was so busy during a lot of it that I was just operating on a survival mode that I just have to get through every day. And so I think that it's time that I really begin to review and talk about and just think about and write about and maybe make some art and just really express and go over what I did experience there. And I'm noticing that in last night I had a dream, and there was I was in a city in a supermarket, but suddenly everyone came in and they're like, there's an action. And so just noticing that's coming out of my subconscious, it's a good thing. It means that it's being processed. So I just want to share a little bit about that, and just remind us all that it's okay to keep feeling what we went through there. And it's also come to my attention that some water protectors are struggling with suicidal thoughts. And that's something that, a lot of people deal with, and especially having gone through the trauma of being at Standing Rock and then coming back from there and not really being part of a community, or maybe not having the practices and the prayers and the ceremonies that were available to us there, and just the support. And so there is a national suicide prevention hotline, which I'll post with this video, and just reach out. If there was someone that you had even one conversation with there and you got their information or their number, send a message, and don't be afraid to really talk to each other. Don't just say, yeah, I'm fine, it's okay. No, really open up to one another. So I'm asking all of you, and this can be for people who are at camp and weren't at camp, but especially for those who were participating in actions. And also really please go seek help. There's the IHS has a health service available to Native enrolled members, And there are usually like mental health centers that are available for people who don't have health insurance. And if you do have health insurance, you can call and try to ask to speak to a therapist, a psychologist, and really don't be afraid to reach out for help. Maybe it's going to a religious or spiritual leader in your community, maybe an elder, a friend, a loved one. But really, if you're having trouble with processing everything, there's no shame in that. That's really normal for what we've experienced. And so don't hesitate to reach out. There's always another option, and really try to take care of yourself. Thank you.